Alright, so we're testing some powders this morning. Each scoop is 50 grams of carbs. So I'm throwing that in there, and the other bottle will have water, and I'll have these like once an hour. Yeah, I'm just gonna, it's a zone 2 workout, so I'm gonna be, my carb intake will be a little lower. Shoot for like 60 grams of carbs an hour. A couple scoops of hyperlight should do the trick. And then fellas are gonna be in the car, maybe pass me a water or two every now and then. We almost thought I left my bike shoes an hour and 15 minutes away from here. False alarm, thank the Lord. Almost got really upset. Colin would have seen a different side of me that he would not have been fond of. Keeping it really simple, not trying to do anything super fancy. I've got a Rice Krispie treat. I'm gonna have a couple dates before we take off. And then I just want to test out these gels. I had a couple of them on my run yesterday, they were fine. But yeah, I'll just like have a few of these. And we're set, no need to overcomplicate it. All right. Let's see. And we're off. Surely no problems, right? All right, we're about 30 minutes in. I'm moving about 160 watts, 170 watts. Cadence is right at 85. It's kind of fast. I feel fine. It's probably too early to tell right now. It's like nice and comfortable, new bike. Everything's going well. We'll find out in like an hour or an hour and a half if I'm actually okay or fit enough to have a pretty good 3 hours, but overall I feel great. It's a beautiful morning. Sun's kind of hidden. It might rain, I don't know. That would make a lot of sense with how things normally go. Planning is one thing, and then weather or something gets in the way. Not a lot of traffic on the roads. A lot of memories of doing my first Ironman, just like riding this, or half Ironman, riding this route. So I'm enjoying myself right now, just reminiscing on the good old days when I knew nothing. I still know nothing, but I'm just a little dangerous. I'm kind of liking the rain.
I was gonna say, how's the water?
It kind of feels nice. It's kind of refreshing. It's cooling me down a little bit. Of course, I looked this morning, it was like 5%. But the only thing bothering me is a brand new bike and I'm getting it all wet. But I'll Google, figure out how to clean a bike after a rainy ride.
How long are we in on the ride?
We're an hour, 5 minutes. Pushing like 150, 160 watts, 21 miles in. I feel great. So we'll turn around in like 15, 20 minutes and get back at about 50 miles and then maybe tap on like 15, 20 minutes more of riding, which should put us like right at the 2.5 hours. Yeah. 2.5, 3. I want to get the 3. So we'll see. We'll just play it by ear. But overall, I feel fine. I've taken down a bottle of Hyperlite, which is 50 grams of carbs, and then 1 gel, 24 grams of carbs. That's 70 carbs. Electrolytes like 1,500. Feel good. Reaching for the bottles is a little harder than I remember behind me, but overall, bike fitness feels okay. It'll be hours 2 and 3 where we really find out if I'm a real man or a boy. I mean, it's the first time I've been sitting on my elbows. A lot of pressure on my elbows. Hands feel really free, but when you're driving into your elbow pads this much, it just catches this front part of the shoulder. It makes it real sore. So I don't know if we can tweak the bike fit a little bit, but so this bike kit looks really cool. I got it for $115, the pants and the shirt, because it's a women's XXL. So, and it was on sale, like 40-50% off. This stuff is so expensive. So note to the men out there, if you can find a women's XXL or 2 sizes bigger, typically works. You just got to have big chesticles, big chest muscles. But I feel really good. Nice pretty day in Galveston. I'm pissed I didn't bring sunscreen. I've been taking such good care of my face. That's all I'm thinking about on this bike. But we're 27 miles in, 19 miles down. 19 miles an hour. Says I burned 1,700 calories. Hack. Triathlon hack right here. 260 calories in 1 bar. That's an XL bar. And 48 grams of carbs, 22 grams of sugar. That'll wake you up. So I got this, 2 gels. We got about an hour and a half left, and then 30 minutes off the bike of running. And we're done. This stuff is easy. Let you take that. Y'all get in front of me as much as you want to block the wind. "35 miles in, still moving at about 19 miles an hour. Nutrition's been on point. Overall, just like, I hate to keep sounding like a broken record, but I really do feel good. I feel like surprised myself. A lot of the time on the trainers paid off. It's just a matter of like keeping the legs spinning and just saying, okay, this mile I'm gonna maintain this wattage. So right now I'm sitting at about 150 watts. In about 15 minutes here, when we hit the 2-hour mark, I'm gonna nail it, a 15-minute interval above 200. I don't really have a set target, but probably 215 watts. 15 minutes of that, and then dial it back down to where we're at now. And then 1 more ramp up, and then we're done. So all in all, this is like a really nice zone 2 ride. Just getting the legs acclimated, seeing how it feels. And the greatest thing about this is I've got a nice predictable course that I've done in the past. So I know what I've done as a complete amateur on this route of about 55 miles. And then I know what I can do today with a couple weeks into training. So it'll be a good measurable in like 6 weeks to come back out here. Assuming conditions are similar, I'll probably be able to do a lot better. Know what my nutrition goals are. So in my actual exact wattage, right now I'm not being too particular. I'm just kind of doing this a lot by feel. It's a lot by feel, so, which is nice. Don't put too much pressure on yourself early in this training or it gets exhausting. So overall though, I feel great. All right, so transition time. I gotta throw everything in the car because right when we get done with this, we got to bounce. Focusing on getting this done in 5 minutes. We just got 53 miles and we're 19.5 mile an hour pace, probably averaging 160 watts. We probably were averaging 3 honks an hour, give or take.
They hated us too.
They hated us, yeah. But overall, I mean, I thought I was being kind of ambitious with this bike goal of, so I've been like really announced on this bike goal of like 5:15, see if we can do a 5:15 bike split. I mean, right there, the pace I did that in was like a little under a 5:30, I think. And I wasn't even like pushing, like I just feel like there's more. Okay, good. There's more in my tank, so that feels really good to know. This will be the really telling part though. Can I hold on to a fast run off the bike with my legs feeling wobbly like they do now? I mean, realistically, in the race right about now, I'd be taking off. So we're giving myself a couple extra minutes of transition, but man, I feel like it's doable. I'll have to recount my nutrition afterwards, but I think I consumed 2 bottles, which is 100 grams of carbs, plus 2 gels, which is 50 grams of carbs. That's 150, plus a date at the beginning and the Rice Krispie treat. So it's like 215 grams of carbs over 2 or almost 3 hours. Can we do the math on that? 200 over 3 hours. 70 grams of carbs? I don't know. Yeah, 70 grams. So, and then probably 1,500 milligrams of sodium. I keep repeating this stuff to myself because if you just know it like a second language, it becomes a lot easier in the race versus like, well, that one session I did this, I plan on doing this, but now my race is going this fast or this slow. And you never want that. Ultimately, if you're doing that like you're trying to calculate mid-race, it sucks away so much energy from you while you're racing, and you just perform poorly. You cramp earlier than you're used to, and just problems start to happen. So I'm gonna hop in the car and change real quick, and we'll take off. All right, jelly legs. You always want to go so fast right off the bike. I literally feel like a scarecrow, like stomping right now and going sideways. And you've been moving so fast for so long that running on foot, like this feels like I'm moving at like a 20 minute per mile pace. That's all she wrote. 3.5 hours of work. We got good run there. 7:20 pace. And honestly, I feel great. I feel like I have a lot more in the tank right now. My breathing's already under control. I can always tell when I can breathe, take a couple deep breaths, and like I'm back on track. That felt nice. So we spun fast, we ran fast, mediocre transition at best. But overall, some solid freaking work on the weekend. And it's not even 10 o'clock. It's a lot of time for not even being 10 o'clock. Imagine if I would have forgot my shoes. No, feeling ready. That's a big week, probably an 18-hour week. And we're gonna rest, recover. Can't do anything better for ourselves today than what we just did. So pack up, dry off, clean off, enjoy time with the fam, stack days. Hats are out Monday. They will already be sold out, hopefully, by this video. If not, I'm not gonna care. I bought a bunch of them. and I'll just wear them all. Colin and I will just rock them every day we run. And people will be like, oh my gosh, that's a sick hat. Where'd you get it? Stackingdays.com. All right. That's a wrap. Peace.